we go! Rolling!
This movie tells the story of J. Robert Oppenheimer, played by Cillian Murphy, the visionary physicist who led the Manhattan Project to create the atomic bomb that would be used against Japan in the final days of World War II. And before we get into more of these moments, today's trivia question: Cillian Murphy also starred in another well-known film written and directed by John Krasinski. What is the name of that movie? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around to the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct. Robert Downey Jr. stars alongside Cillian Murphy. The casting process was so secretive that some cast members did not know which role they would be playing until they signed on. Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon, and Emily Blunt took pay cuts to work on the film. Downey would later describe Oppenheimer as the best film in which she has appeared to date. Along with the other cast members like Florence Pugh and Emily Blunt, we get to hear from their side of things when it came to how they came onto the project and how excited they were to be included. Blunt met Nolan in Los Angeles, and when she was offered the role of Catherine, aka Kitty Oppenheimer, she enthusiastically accepted. She also contacted Murphy to get an expectation of what working with Nolan would be like. Christopher Nolan was fully hands-on with this project, having been the director, producer, and screenplay writer of this project. And having been so, his dream of pushing the boundaries and shooting in IMAX came true. At the time, the technology kinda didn't exist, and it was interesting to hear what they had to do to get it to be possible. But real quick, make sure you guys check out our Instagram page linked down in the description. There's a ton of interview moments and memes, so make sure you check it out and give us a follow. Going back into a moment of history, Christopher Nolan takes us back to the time where it was ever so slightly possible that when they pushed that button to set the bomb off, that it did technically have a chance to destroy the world, quite literally. And from Christopher's perspective, he wanted us as the audience to experience that moment in history. When it came to filming locations, pre-production had begun in January 2022 in New Mexico, where a 2-day casting call took place in Santa Fe and Los Alamos for people to audition to play local residents, military personnel, and scientists. Going into more cast-focused moments, we got to hear from sit-down interviews, the cast including Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, and Robert Downey Jr. speaking of Christopher Nolan and his engineering creativity for the movie.
I figured out pretty quickly that it would have been a waste of time to try to understand anything significantly about quantum mechanics.
In an interview from Christopher Nolan himself, he spoke about the importance of avoiding CGI. A special set was built in which gasoline, propane, aluminum powder, and magnesium were used to create the explosive effect. To make the models look closer to their intended real-life size, the team used forced perspective.
I think raw is a good word. We wanted imagery that has beauty but threat to it. Computer graphics tend to be, they can feel a bit anodyne, a bit safe. That's why they're tough to use in horror movies, for example. But challenging my team to use real methods.
From other cast's perspective, sitting down with RDJ and Cillian Murphy,
he called me and said, "You are not Oppenheimer." Cillian is. And I said, "That makes sense."
RDJ chimes in and explains Cillian's journey transforming into the character, as well as RDJ that actually shaved his head for the role.
Yeah, I look like my dad. Make sure I look like a weird old angry owl. And come in and try not to chew up the scenery.
Overall, it was a ton of fun for the cast and crew to bring this film together and share with everyone on the big screen, and even with the competition of the movie that also played at the same time, Barbie, it's clear that this movie still had some curiosity in the audience. And as far as the answer to our trivia question, the name of the movie is called A Quiet Place, where Cillian played Emmett. Murphy once described his character as such. For me, Emmett represents where the heart of the world lies right now, which is finally feeling like they've all given up. Here comes this girl, Reagan, who allows you to believe in more and allows you to believe in yourself. That idea I've always been really enthralled by. But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What were your thoughts on all of these moments? Which one was your favorite? And what do you think was the best part of this movie? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys!